1 second to get that up. Okay, so I've gone live a little bit earlier than I wanted to today because somebody's asked me to give them some help, so I'm going to try and help them, but I'm not sure if it's a setup, so I wanted to log it just in case. Oh, and I'm stuck in hyperjump here, so that isn't going to work very well. Don't know what's happened there. There we go. Ah. The thing is, I think I passed this guy last week. And I think he was in the same situation, so I don't know. But I think the way he was asking people to drop out of hyperspace probably isn't the best thing. Okay, well today I'm off to look at some Planetary Nebula. I thought I'd do a tour of a few different ones, so do a little bit of scanning on the way. If there's anything nice. Sorry about the incessant coughing, but... Okay, so I've got like a half-decent scanner at the moment. Scans a bit further, so... So I haven't been on for a couple of days. Can't remember why. On Friday I was just too tired. I didn't really fancy doing anything. And then yesterday I was out for most of the day, and by the time I got back I was too tired as well. So haven't done much this weekend, but do a little bit today. I might ask him how long he was stuck there. So, see about that one. Is it terraformable? Nope. These could be water worlds, but I'm not too sure. No. Hang on now. Got excited there. It's a rocky ice world. Okay. So, on to the next one. Now today I'm only going to go past certain star types. I had actually turned them on because I was going to help that guy out. So I'm actually only going to go by certain star types today, in order to just try and maximise it a little bit. Wee. Don't know why, but my phone's just lost connection. I don't know why that is. Okay, it looks like it's back. So if you're new to the stream, say hello in the chat. If you're not, say hello as well, so I can spot who you are. Or you can just lurch around if you want to lurch around. So I'm just testing out this new app today as well. I will link it at some point and show it. And it's just an app which keeps track of what you're doing. That's high metal content, but it's way too far away. I don't want to be going that far to check on one. Alright, no problem, Ben. Thanks very much anyway. Have you got many to go on the Road to Riches? There's a stack of 50 in there somewhere which I still haven't done. I did originally scan them, but then I crashed. Right, so let's see what we've got on here. How far are you off Elite, do you think? Yeah, that discount's really nice. I did a little bit of engineering last night, but I wasn't actually streaming it. But I just got too frustrated because nothing was nothing that I needed was dropping. I still need to do slight ranking with the Fed as well. There's one ship I can't buy or something. So I really need to kind of get back to that at some point. Well, if you fit it out, if you kit it out with passenger stuff, you can always... Oh no, because you're trying to hit elite rank, aren't you? Never mind. Bit slow today. Yes, I'm kind of trying to find some interesting planets on the way. But really, it's just about getting to the Nebula, really. But if I can find anything in between, it'll be nice. That's a nice looking gas giant. It's big as well. How far away is it? 145. I'm gonna have a look at this at close look up. Well, you know its value as well. So if you actually aim to just hit the valuable planets, rather than maybe high metal content, you might get it a bit faster as well. Can't remember how many million it is, but if you're what? You're 36 Pioneer, so if Pioneer, I'm sure it is, but if Pioneer is the one under Elite, that means you'll be like, you probably have about 100 million to go, I think, give or take. Oi. Okay, so let's have a quick close-up of this thing. So if you've just joined the chat, I'll drop by, say hello. On this lovely Sunday afternoon. What a better time to be inside. Is there a better time to be inside, should I say? Oh, it's not as good looking as it was on the map. Oh well, onwards and upwards. I also could do with looking at the YouTube today, actually. There's a few people who've been messaging that I haven't read. Oh, this looks like a nice system. It's gonna be... Wait, what happened there? Should have just gone to this one. Probably a better one. Oi, too fast I think. I might have overshot that. So this is going to be an Earth type by the looks of it, in that hollow planet. So that's nice. And I'm not sure if this one, yeah, this one's going to be high metal content. I was hoping it might be an ammonia actually. So what's everybody else up to today? Let me know. Okie doke, then we'll just set off for this one, I think. I'm hoping that's terraformable. Oh, not that one, that one. Nope. Oh well. Sod it. So, we are off to... Forgotten the name now. BD 173140. That's the name its mother calls it by. Ah, so it's past the coal sack. So I'm suspecting a few jumps, 36. Now I'm not going to be scanning crazily as I go, because it is one of these things where I'm more interested in actually getting to the Nebula. So I'll do a quick check of the maps as I drop in. If there's something seriously tasty, then I'll give it a scan. But if it's not, I'm just gonna honk and go. I was actually thinking of doing a run of the Thargoid ruins today, but changed my mind. So we're going to line that up. Check out the map quickly. Oh! I don't think it is anything pretty... No, it's high metal content, so we'll push on. If this is your first time in the stream, drop by, say hello. I will endeavour to say hello back. I might kind of mix this as well in with not just Planetary Nebula but regular Nebula too. Oh jeez Louise. Do you know, you never find any decent systems and then suddenly I'm dropping in on them. And they seem nice. Oh, that's not that amazing. Ah, they're both high metal content. I am actually keeping. I've got a thing which actually keeps a track of all the systems and planets that I honk. So I can actually go back and look at it today to see if there's any systems that I've passed or any particular planets where I've missed out scanning. So it's not like all of these jumps go unwasted or anything. That could be a water world. Might be ice. That could be a water world as well. Yeah. So ones like this, I'm gonna go out and scan them because although it's a hot planet, there's a possibility that they'll be terraformable this far out. It's normally a little bit farther, I think, but you can't really turn down the opportunity to scan these ones because you can make up to like nearly 1 million each, so you don't want to be missing out on that. So I don't just live stream, I do have some other videos, so if you want to go check them out, you can check them out as well. Do leave a like and subscribe if you like what you see. There's some various things, rank up, help videos I've got a couple of passenger missions to make a little bit of money. Some about exploration. And I still need to do a video actually of my my ship build. So if I was right on the map, there's 2 water worlds here. Oh, bad mistake, Ben. Is it a fuel rats moment, or do you think you can make it to a system? Right, so let's see. Regular water world. I think this could be as well. I'm not entirely sure. Yep, it is. So I'm gonna go do this one as well. Although, as you saw, the first one wasn't terraformable, so I really don't think this is gonna be. But it is a little bit further away, so you never know. So well, I can kind of go through a bit of my ship build. I have a Diamondback Explorers with 4D thrusters, which are engineered, but it doesn't really matter that much. A 3A shield generator, 3A sensors. I have a planetary vehicle hangar, but that's not a necessary thing. You can go with or without it. 5A frameshift drive, highly recommended. I have got about, I think about 8-9 extra light years on it through engineering. So it's like up to 43, but I think the regular jump range once you've got it all kitted out is about 35. So I have a 4A power distributor, 4A fuel scoop, which you could maybe go, not with a fuel scoop actually, you can go, where is it? Well, I think it's a better fuel scoop anyway, so I like it. 3D life support. I have a standard docking computer, you can leave that, but it doesn't really matter. Heatsink launchers, although I very rarely use them. 4A power plant, a detailed surface scanner, and an advanced discovery scanner, which are absolutely necessary. That one's been engineered, but it's really not a big issue. Oh, I've passed it. It's really not a big issue if you don't engineer them. The only thing I would say you should really engineer is your FSD, just because it gives you your frameshift drive, just so it gives you that little bit extra to jump. So I can cross my fingers and hope that this is terraformable. It is. Oh, okay. So I've done well there. I'm going to check this one, but I think it's high metal content, to be honest. The colour of it tells me it probably is. Yeah, so get back on our bike. Have you ever had to use the fuel rats, Ben? It's not actually, it's a good experience to do it once. What is it? Them ones I'm not really interested in because they're way too far away. They're going to be like in 100... Well, they're not a crazy distance, but I can check them later. And I was thinking maybe to end the stream, I might go try and have a look at Voyager 2. See if I can find it.
So what does that mean? What do we do?
Well, like I say, if you have to call them out once, you can, when you ask them to do it, there's actually a rank, you can rank your emergency. Depending on the time of the day, if they're not that busy, even when you say it's not really a I've got air and things like that, they still get to you pretty quickly. It's just, I think it's a good experience. But funnily enough, the only times I've used them is when I'm in an anaconda. I think there's something about it. Bad luck ship or something. Okay, let's have a look at these ones. Oh, that's high metal content. I thought it was... I really thought that was a water one there. Right, now this one could be very terraformable. If you've just joined the stream, feel free to drop by and say hello. And so yeah, what did I do the other night? The other night I specifically went out looking for these types of planets and couldn't really find anything, and then sod's law, the day you're not looking for them, you suddenly fall across a ton of them.
Stop it. Stop it. I don't like you this way.
In what way is that?
Distant, like you couldn't be bothered with me.
I mean, like I'm my own person. Like we're different, like I have secrets from you.
Don't you walk away from me!
You're being ridiculous.
Norman, please.
I see the angry. You're the teams.
Norman, you
Just
don't
have a quick look to see if it was terraformable.
I understand that you're not who I thought.
No.
That we're not what I thought.
Yes, we are. Nothing has changed.
Everything has changed. You changed the rules.
What rules? What are you talking
I
about?
don't trust you anymore, and that changes everything.
I miss a message there or something.
Stop. Stop it.
It's not just a game. The game was we were devoted to each other. And no one can ever come between us. They will have to jump in the
Each other.
You stay out here.
Norman, unlock the door.
And if you this is your first ever visit to the stream, don't be scared to say hello in the chat. That's what it's there for. I do monitor it. Oh, that was a bit close.
Want to be alone? Fine. Be alone.
Oh, complete. Should be listening to it when it tells me that. Nothing. What are you going to use your anaconda for, Ben?
Do it. It's okay. It's good.
Today's plan is insane.
So if you're looking for places with kind of more planetary combinations and more chance of actually finding things like water worlds, when you're plotting your route through your galaxy map, you want to go to this one and just turn on these stars, not the type Theta. That's bad. These ones you don't need to worry about these, but turn on these top 5, O, B, A, F, and G. These ones are the hotter of the stars, so you generally find more planets in that area without them all being burnt up. You can add a couple of extras if you're specifically looking for scoopable stars, but you can still generally scoop on most of these.
I don't want us to do.
Hey Nero, how's it going? Yeah, not bad. Just gonna go look at some Planetary Nebula. There's a ton to look at, so I don't know exactly which ones are going to work and which ones aren't going to work, but we'll give the first one a go and then see what it goes like from there. What are you up today? Are you in game? Right, let's check this one out. So we're hitting a few crappy systems now by the looks of it. I sometimes click on ones like that hoping it's a ringed water world. Wow. Oh, Toffmiter's going to be a little bit angry with me for finding this one. That was a totally click and hope there. I'm going to have to scan this and get up close so I can take a shot because he'll be really miffed off. I don't think he does only exploration and I still don't think he's found one yet. Or maybe he's found one but it's been tagged and I'm sure this one's been tagged. Yeah. Are you playing in game, Nero, today? By the way, if anybody watching wants to add me, you can always add me and sometimes wing up with me if you want to come along to any of these things. If you've never done it before or you're not sure about exploration, I can always give you a ship to give you instructions for a ship to kit out, and then don't know I'm slowing down there. And then you can join me on some of these visits. Let's get a bit closer and get a shot of this. Oh, nice. You did you say your own road to riches. Have you done? You've done that on the beta side. The only thing about this would be if it was terraformable. If it's terraformable, fantastic. If it's not, well, sod it. So I'm going to pull up, take off these orbital lines. Take a quick picture. Oh, there we go. Paste. Rightio. So all I need now is for that to be terraformable so I can collect the money for it, but I don't think it's gonna be. No. Oh, and it's metal rich. Might actually pay a bit, that one. Hey Elbereth, how's it going? I swear I'm on that video. I'm just testing out one other thing today. I've actually got it running in the background at the moment. This program I'm running at the moment logs all the kind of the planets as you're going through. Well, it logs all your activities. But I'm seeing if it's logging even ones that I'm not properly scanning. I don't know if it does it yet. We'll see. Right, so. But originally my plan was to do that video yesterday, but I ended up going out for the day, so I didn't have time to do it when I got back. Oh. By the way, we have got a Discord now. I don't actually know if I've put the Discord into the description. Yeah, I have. So we've got a Discord now. It is in its infancy. It's not fully fleshed out, shall I say, just yet. But if you want to join the Discord. Oh, by the way, Ben, you need to post some of your photographs in there in the screenshot section. Oh well, I make all my videos kind of on the fly anyway, but there's some because of the live stuff I've been doing, there's some I've not really been able to try out in the way that I intended. Are you playing in game today, Elbereth? Is that a gas jet? It must be. Can't be anything else. So the reason I chose Planetary Nebula for today's was because Toffmeister was asking me if I'd actually gone out and had a look at any, and I said no. This one I might have actually been to before, but I just thought I'd give it a whack anyway, and I've got a massive list, so... Whoop, binary. So if it turns out that I've seen it, then... There's 4 stars there in close proximity. 2 binaries and a binary and a binary. It's pretty cool. Load of planets stashed in the middle. Oh, and one of them's a water world. I don't know with that many suns around though, it might be too hot for it to be terraformable. Okay, have you added me as well? I'll try and add you. I think yeah, I'll do it that way. I'll just get close to this and start scanning it first. Hey Robert. This is your first visit to the stream, isn't it? Okay, got you now, Elbereth. Hey, let's see if that's terraformable. I think it's too hot for it to be terraformable, even though it's kind of sandwiched, but with all those gas giants. But it is terraformable, so that's alright. Between 700 and a million. I'll be wrong for that. Don't mind being wrong for that much money. I'm doing well. It's afternoon where I am, but yeah, I'm doing really well. And welcome, even if it's your first time visit. Thanks for dropping by. Do you play on PC, Xbox, or PlayStation? And thanks for subscribing, by the way. And if anybody else is watching who hasn't subscribed, feel free to do so. I need to pay those bounties off. I don't like being, I don't like having bounties on me. Oh, that could be, no, that's going to be ice, isn't it? Yeah. Ice or rock. Hey Steve, how are you doing? Welcome back. Ah, nice. And what are you doing today, Robert? Are you doing some missions or exploration yourself? And what are you up to today, Steve? Well, Robert, if you look at my video of passenger runs, it's a little bit more, you probably make a little bit more money, or you might make a little bit more money. And it's a shorter run, it's about a quarter of the distance of Smearton. In fact, you don't even need to watch the video, give us a second and I'll tell you the location. If I can find the video. There it is. Yeah, it's about a quarter of the Smearton distance, so it's worth it. Okay, so yeah, I can put it in, I can drop this into the chat for anybody else who's interested in as well in doing passenger runs. You start in LTT 2684 in Parsons Station, and then you take them to Namarodo, so Sevastanio Station. I did check the system map here, didn't I? Oh no, I didn't. By the way, if anybody's got any questions about the lore of the game, Steve's the man to ask. Oh, I was actually looking at that thing earlier, Steve. I can't remember. I've still got it open somewhere. The Meta Drive Incorporated. So I haven't actually, even though it's a really short piece, I haven't actually finished reading it yet. I was planning on doing it when I get to the Nebula. Yeah, I know it's a slight problem, but yeah, I mean it does build up quite fast, as far as I'm aware, and depending on your rank, but it's there anyway if you ever have time to do it. It's a real good one. I haven't used it since the missions have come back, but I did go over and check it out, and it is all working. I generally play in open unless I'm playing with like a few people and going somewhere, then I'd probably go into private myself. It's going to be a Pluto type, isn't it? It's not going to be yeah. I knew that just by looking at it. You just hope that you're not missing anything out. Well, the passenger nerf's been kind of turned off now. It's just been recalculated, so it came back, I can't remember how many days ago, came back 4 or 5 days ago. I mean, I've put 30 million an hour in mine, but that's absolutely not true. It's probably 30 million a run. I should really change it. So you might be able to... You probably average out at about 70 million an hour, maybe. Actually, here's a question, Steve, if you know, because I don't really know. Do you know if there's a website specifically that lists all the Thargoid and alien crash sites? I tend to save those big days, you know, like for real serious grinding. I save them for when I've got a bit of holiday, got like a couple of days holiday. On the weekend, I'd rather be out visiting places and tagging or doing fun missions. I need to turn my orbit lines back on. Yeah, you can do 6 skimmer missions as well. I tried it out one day, they're pretty good fun actually. I prefer passenger missions because of my ship, the Coconut Airways, which I do all my passenger stuff on, so it's kind of kitted out for it, and I just prefer that. Oh, I think it's the television in the background, to be honest. At least it's not screaming. Oh no, it's alright, it's alright. Okay, guess I'm in my dry patch now. Ah no, look at this one. Right, let's see what we've got here. There's a couple of interesting planets. I think they're going to all be high metal content, which I'm not going to bother scanning if they are. I've not really found an ammonia world yet. I found one months ago out in the black somewhere, but I don't think I've actually picked one up for a long time. The economy passengers, so you fill your ship up with economy slots, because you can fit more than one mission into the economy one, so it's better to do it that way. What I would say is I'd go along the lines of what I was thinking of the other day, which is if you just wanted to make money, you just do the economy passengers, so like prisoners of war or whatever, or refugees and things like that. If you want to actually do some kind of serious discovery stuff, then take the sightseeing ones, because you're kind of going to get a double whack for them. You're going to visit somewhere interesting, and believe me, there are some really interesting places out there, and you're making a bit of money at the same time. So oh, another nice system. See, I don't want to be hitting these systems because I want to just get it done, but there's some nice ones here. I think most of these are going to be. In actual fact, you know what I can do? Silly man I am. Do that. And that. And they're all ice after that by the looks of it. The only reason I don't usually do that is if there's a load of asteroids. It's a nightmare going through that list. It's good that you found one unexplored, actually. I don't know whether mine was. It was a long time ago. I feel you. I was thinking of doing Colonia, actually. I might do it during the week. I think I can actually, with this ship, I can get there and back in a few days. If I'm just honking. Cannon Thargoid base. Okay, I'll just have a quick look now. You sometimes just need to reload your YouTube page if it's not letting you post. I've had that problem a few times. Or you can actually do a Google shorten link as well. I sometimes do that. I mean, yeah, if you're exploring the whole way, that's going to take you. It's going to take you a fair while. I thought about maybe in the summer doing the whole Beagle Point trip and kind of live streaming it every day. Right, let me just see that Canon one. Canon Thargoid. But okay, yeah, I've got it. Canon technology. Oh, this is a new site for me. I think it is. But okay, that's good. Okay, I'll have a good look at that afterwards because it looks a bit complicated, but that might just be me being a bit of an idiot. I went to Sagittarius A, I think last week. We just honked the whole way. I think that Beagle Point one's probably the most difficult, just for the simple fact is, even just once you're there, you still got to come all the way back. Like, I don't know, there's just something really scary about it. It might be best to, I think I could go out via Colonia, then up to Beagle Point, and then come back through Sagittarius A or something. I use a Diamondback Explorer, and with a little bit of engineering it's got a jump of about 43 or 44, can go up to 46, 47. I was thinking of actually doing passenger missions in my Type 9. I hate its turn. I hate its turn radius and how slow it is. I think I've got a Type 10 as well, but okay, so only got 10 jumps to go. And then we'll get to see this first one. Yeah, I was talking about that the other night. I actually like the ASP, I really do. But this is the first ship I ever bought away from my Sidewinder, and so doing exploration in anything else, it just doesn't feel right. So I'll always stick with it. I think even if I had something with a bigger jump range, I'd end up sticking with this one. Yeah, Type 7's not really big enough. Okay, I get you, Steve. I thought this was like how you get around the bases. Okay, okay, that makes sense. Or it is, or it isn't. No, it isn't. Okay. Okay, that's really good. Thank you very much, Steve. I've just bookmarked it, and I'll definitely have a look at that one a bit later. I might even make my new website list.
Drive charging.
35 isn't bad, but I can see why it took you so long to get there now as well. I think that's the thing for the long range ones. You've really got to have that that FSD maxed out. You should have enough parts for engineering actually your FSD. You should at least go check it out. Hey Squall, thanks for joining. You've got 48 on yours? Yeah, that's nice. I'd like 48. Is that laden though? I mean, there's certain things when I go out I always take. Ah, right, okay. Well, yeah, I mean, you can just mine a load of stuff at the moment and then save it up for when the engineers... well, sorry, for when the new engineers drops, but... I don't mind the old version. There's definitely some things I don't like about it. For example, I think last night I was trying to... hunt down one thing and you had to intercept ships on shipping lanes. And... it was just annoying because I don't like shooting people. I don't even NPC stuff. I don't really like shooting them. It's not in line with what my character does, or my kind of online persona does. So, I could, and then I did shoot one thing because his all his engines were broken and everything. But then the police came, so I buggered off. Yeah, but I think the first FSD unlock is only... you only have to deliver some metal alloys or something. With the new Thargoid attacks, actually, I should have probably gone out there today and seen if I can pick up some free stuff. Oh, I'm gonna fly straight past this one because I didn't pay attention to the clock. Alright, well you could just swap all them out, can't you? Yeah, you're probably better off waiting. Okay, so we got a water world, but unterraformable. Didn't think it was terraformable, but you can live in hope for that extra bit. And then this one I think is looks like a rock. Yeah, so we can get out of here. So only a few jumps to go. By the way, anybody else who's joined the stream, feel free to drop by and say hello in the chat. That's probably going to be suns if there's only 3. Oh, there's 1 planet. Little diddy one all on his own there, but they are, but they're not worth as much. They're worth like 200,000, but if you can get a terraformable one, you can be talking anywhere up to 1 million. And that's why I generally, if a water world is too far away, unless it's an untagged system, I don't bother. So that's kind of why I'm a bit picky about it. I mean, if I was on a pure exploration run, then I probably would check a few more of them out. Let's have a look at this one. It's probably gas, but oh, rock, ice. Sorry. Right. Okay. Let's jump on. I win about all the ships. I think I've got a fleet of 10 or something. Maybe 11 now, actually. I bought a Sidewinder the other day. I like the Asp Explorer, but it's actually, you don't really realise it until you go into outfitting or whatever, but it's a huge ship. And for me, I always think like exploration should be done in something smaller, more compact. But that's just my personal opinion on it. I actually love it as a ship. I think the views are good from it. I like the I like the outside view of it. I really do wish they would kind of think about a true exploration ship. At some point. Just give it some really decent slots, but are you sure the ASP sits on a small landing pad? Probably does, but it's still quite a big ship when you look at it. I always thought it was a medium landing pad. My favourite ships overall are the Empire ships. I'd love to be able to kit one of them out for decent exploration. That would be amazing. I'm on PC. I will get it for PS4 if I get VR. Well, that is one bright sun. And a big sun. Not just bright. Right, so this is the one I was aiming for actually. I'm just gonna let it get a bit clear and then have a look back at it. These... So, a bit of a slow out. I mean, to be honest with you, the SP isn't bad if you want to put it with a passenger mission and do those passenger... Wait. Came in a bit too thick and fast there. Okay, so let's have a look what we've got in the area. Oh, no, we're not where I thought we were. Hang on. Where are we? Yeah, we are. Right, so let's see what we've got in this area. Right. Shut up. I thought there was something else up in this area. Okay, let's check this one out. Okay, so we're going to go to the Eskimo Nebula and check this one out. But the aspect part is good, like I say, for putting in that passenger slot and being able to ship somebody around, because you can't really, you can do it on the Diamondback, but it's, I don't think it's as good. And by the way, if anybody wants to join me, my game handle is... Wait, see, this is what I was on about to Steve earlier. It won't let me type at the moment. Don't know why it does that. If anybody wants to join, you can add me in game. And then we're heading to this region. Which isn't too far outside the bubble. Not bad, Squall. I did it in... Oh, not to Colonia though, I just went to Sagittarius A and back. I think we did it in total, when I checked it, it was just over 26 hours, I think. But we actually did it over 5 days, but total game time was 26 hours. Be a couple of suns, probably.
Disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, it does drive you crazy a little bit, but I was doing it in a wing. We were kind of chatting as we were jumping, so it wasn't too bad. We did stop off at a couple of Nebula on the way. We landed on a planet, got our SRVs out, and kind of had a mess around in them. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I've never had a problem with the fuel scoop on the Diamondback. Like today, I've done what, 30 odd jumps. I'm now doing a few more, and I haven't yet had to do a long scoop. Might have a look at them. Ah, the high metal content, I won't bother. Oh wow, 12. I'm still looking to see if I can ever find one with 4, but a 4 on the drop-in all connected. I think 3 is the most I've had. I've had 4 that are in very, very, very close proximity. And just to let you know, we have got a Discord. Monkey Tennis is in the description, and if you want to add us to your Discord, you can join in. It is in its infancy. I am just starting a few things out on it, but it's a place to meet, and I'm going to be like organising some group trips from there. And kind of some games on planets, and there's going to be some prizes and stuff involved, so it's worth joining and keeping an eye out for it. Even if you're not actually playing on PC, you can always come along with us in your version of the game. So I'm going to try and make it interesting places that we visit and whatnot. So it's probably worth giving it a go. Well, you needn't worry about microphones and stuff necessarily. I think Cybersec, when I first started winging with him, he didn't actually have a microphone. We managed to get by. Toffmeister didn't have one at the beginning, I don't think. I'm doing this all wrong. Oh, it's a metal planet. Okay, we'll go check that one out. These metal planets are a little bit menacing because they look like water worlds in the holograph, and the only way you can tell is they kind of near the middle. They have 2 eyes and what looks like a bit like a crocodile's mouth. Whoop, I'm gonna go flying around this. What looks like a little bit of a crocodile's mouth or a dog's mouth or something like that. It's the only way that you can tell it's a metal world over a water world. I don't think I've found a water giant yet. So yeah, if you go to that one and then in there it'll say it's a metal rich body. Which, they're not bad, they're not hugely valuable. I'm doing this all wrong. So I'm not going to scan that one. It's just another one. They're probably going to be on the rocky end. That's a water world. Okay, I might go back to that one. Oh, there's two. Okay, I'll definitely scan these then, because they're quite a way out, so they might be terraformable. Might just be terraformable. In the Discord as well, we actually have a screenshot section, so you can post your best screenshots in there. There's some interesting ones I've dropped in, so if you want to add to it, it's right there. It's funny you should say that. I think I found a green gas giant the other night. Ridiculously green as well. I think I found a blue one as well at some point. But like, how does it? Azure blue. Depends how they look. If they look good enough from the map, I generally go have a quick scout of them. No, that's the metal one. Hang on, I'm gonna have to do this the old way, because it was there a minute ago. Oh well, get a free scan on that one. And then they're going to be all rocky ones from there. Okay, so we can go into the galaxy map, check out if they were, not galaxy map, into the system map, check out if they were terraformable. Oh, that one was. So, and if that one is, well, that's a payoff. Maybe 1.5 million there. I think I've seen them, yes. Just by the name, I think I've seen one. Well, not even one, I think I've seen a few in my time. Oh, well, I think that's what I've always thought ammonia planets look like. So that would be the gas giant with the, looks like a shark at the bottom in the hollow cube. I'll keep it in mind. Okay, it's Ice World. I hope the way I flick through the screens isn't making anybody travel sick. That's just the way I do it, unfortunately. If it's the one I'm thinking about, I've not seen a ton of them, but I remember specifically looking at it. Not close up though, it was in the map, I think. And just thinking it looked strange. Yeah, so if it's on the map, I've definitely seen one. Oh, that's a shame. I sometimes, with certain games, I suffer from nausea, but with this one I don't. The VR I've not tried in this game. I've tried it in other games, and generally I didn't feel nauseous from it. Fingers crossed, because I'm one of those people who's susceptible to that. Shooters do it to me quite a lot. Yeah, watching somebody play in VR is not good for the viewer at all. And that's all to do with just general eye tracking. It's just not a nice experience at all. And I think that goes for almost everybody. Because if you don't know what their eyes are tracking, you just can't keep up with the picture. Oh, look at this one. Ton of good looking planets there. Let's have a look. Do it the old fashioned way. Oh, that's an interesting one. That's an Earth type. Let's go have a look at this one. Whoops. It's an Earth type or an ammonia. So this one I'm heading to now is kind of a double your money system, because I'm going to actually see a Planetary Nebula as well as a Nebula, so... I played a car racing game actually in VR, and I just loved it because of the precision you felt when you were driving. It was just... it felt completely different to how I normally play them. And while I scan its neighbour there, I'll go see what it is. Well, that's an ammonia, isn't it? Right, so I actually might go have a look at this one, because I haven't seen an ammonia world for a while. And seeing I was just banging on about them not so long ago, it's probably worth getting up close. If you're talking about watching them though, Robert, I mean that's a big difference, because when you're watching you can't place your eyes in the same position as the person moving around, and that can make it extremely nauseous. But generally when your eyes are able to track something yourself, then it won't have so much of a bad effect on you. That actually looks like a toilet planet. Must stink. Yeah, that's definitely a ammonia planet. Ah, whatever. Oh, and there's a big storm down there. Big storm raging. There's a few. Guess the toilet people will all be battening down the hatches. Yeah, I would. I wouldn't be surprised if Frontier don't just swap them out, the colours, to be honest. Yeah, hopefully so. I'm trying not to see too many explorers, too many secrets. I want to really just see it come live and then experience it for myself. And the fact that it probably will go live on a Thursday is good for me as well, because I have more time on a Thursday. They had to do something with the planet's exploration was becoming a bit ridiculous and a bit pointless. Especially when you see what, although it's in a more cartoony way, when you can see what No Man's Sky can do with its planets. It's a bit... You'd expect a bit more from Frontier, seeing as this game's a bit more serious. Well, the fact that they took the betas down quite quickly and things like the passenger missions have actually been set back up already tells me it's probably not far off going live, because they said they wouldn't deal with the passenger missions until everything else was out the way. So if the passenger missions have been reinstated, then I suppose it's not far off. They'll just be polishing a few bits and bobs.
Alex, he's on that flight test.
I said that, but Red Dead Redemption's coming out in October, so I can't I can't really say anything. I'll certainly be playing this for a while. I'm just really looking forward to the wing trade missions. I actually think they'll make trading just that little bit more interesting. It means that your friends who are maybe a bit lower than you can earn a bit more money than they would do on their own. And I really like the idea of that. Oh, see, that's a big problem for me. If I don't play The Sims anymore because I used to lose too much time playing it. The strange thing is, I don't enjoy the game all that much. It's just you have to put a lot of time into it. So I did want to kind of play The Division, but my joypad's not really set up very well at the moment, so I don't feel comfortable enough. So it's been all Elite for me recently. Hi, Death by Snoo Snoo. How are you doing? Welcome back. I don't think my eyes deceive me. I just want to check one thing. Where is it? Okay, there we go. Pim pam pim pam pam. Can I delete those? No. Maybe if I double click. No, unfortunately that doesn't work the way I thought it did. I've got a program running in the background. I was just wanting to see if it was logging all the planets so that, you know, if there's one I missed I can come back and see, but unfortunately it doesn't. Well, thanks very much, and I enjoy having yourself drop by. It's really nice that people are watching. I'm glad you're enjoying it. And if there's anything you'd like to see me doing, then I'm all for taking requests. Well, unless your request is to watch me smash anacondas into a sun, then I'd have to reconsider it. And if you wonder why I keep giggling when I say Death by Snoo Snoo, it's because I remember the episode. Okay, there's a fair few places here, so I'm going to do an old school look at the planets. Get it to come up. There we go. Asteroids in there. Oh wow, maybe there's nothing in here that I thought. I think a couple of those. Oh, hang on. Oh no, that's a metal one, so I won't bother. Whoops. That's a metal one. There you go, here's all the asteroid stuff. Oh, there's a water world. It's a bit of a distance. I might go have a look at it though anyway. I'll just check to see if it's tagged. Maybe if it's tagged I won't bother. Probably is tagged at this distance, but... Oh no! Right, I have to go visit this one because it's completely untagged, so... There's no way I'm staying away from it. Shame it's not ringed, but... I knew somebody'd say piracy. Oh yeah, I know about circling and everything. I just meant literally crashing my anaconda into a sun. Somebody might request it. I'll think about the pirating thing, okay? I'll have a seriously think about it, but it's not kind of what I do with my character. And if you can see here, I've got 2 bounties at the moment. And I'm not too happy about having them. One of them's from skimmer mission, so that's not too bad, but the other one isn't. I'm going to try and make some shorter videos this week as well, about one about applications, which is good. So applications that you can run alongside Elite, all of them will be like free applications, so I'm not pushing any others. And now I think if I check, I should be somewhere. I'm up to 131 subscribers, so with a couple of weekend streams I'd like to maybe push it up a bit. A type of... It is far, but I'll get there quite quickly. I'd like to push it up a little bit. Do you know, Death by Snoo Snoo, it's amazing that you say that, because the other night I actually started off doing the Guardians, but I was getting so frustrated going backwards and forwards to the ship. It could be a good video for people, just to give them the locations and whatnot. And especially for people who are kind of scared to do it. To kind of go out and do stuff like that. I might try that then. Piracy and anarchy, I'll have a look into it. Still goes against the morals. You don't have to kill anybody. I suppose you don't, do you? If you get a proper scanner and everything, you can just go after the drives and get them to drop stuff. Hey Terjan, how are you doing? You're new, no? I think this is the first time you've dropped in. Ah, so you're in the same vein as me. I just don't like doing those things generally. But I do have a Sidewinder, so I could ship it into an Anarchy system and try and do a bit in that to make it a bit harder. Okay, so we're almost there, and there is 2 planets in the system really close to each other that I can scan, so though it's a bit longer than I'd like. Yeah, I mean, I don't generally get tired, I was just getting a bit annoyed with, like, because finding them is hard enough, like finding the totem poles, finding the artifacts. I didn't originally know that you need to have kind of 2 of each to finish it off, so I was just collecting everything I came across. I think with a little bit of planning, you can probably clear a site quite quickly. And again, if you do like the stream, feel free to drop by the Discord. It's in the description at the bottom. You can drop by in there, and when we do some things where we're going to wing up, everybody will get an invite. It was her, not me, yeah. Oh, I didn't realise you were saying it was your NPC, okay. I bet you must have hired her on the cheap, that's why. Whoops, gonna go straight by Evie, okay. Alright, so. No, but I can catch you up another time if we're ever around the same system and have an SRV fight or something. Come on, scan. Scan. Don't think it got it, did it? I did that the other day and actually ducked. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's have a look what we've got. System map, there we go. So, see, it was not terraformable either. It makes it kind of a waste of time, that's why you don't fly all the way out. But it was untagged, so it's probably worth it in that sense. Right, so I'm going to try and speed this up a little bit so we can get to this destination. So I'm literally going to just honk, check the map, just make sure there's no clear planets, and then I'll go to the next one. So I knew it'd test me the first one I drop into. I think this is things a bit like Siri. It listens to what's coming through your microphone and then you say, oh no, I'm not going to scan now, so it drops a ton of planets in. Yeah, they were saying that, but it's just the kind of well, not moral thing because it's a game, but you know what I mean. Yeah, when you get really close to a planet like that, it's... See, it's going to do it again here. And you've just got to try and get that scan before it flies past. I'm not actually going to check if it was terraformable or anything. I'm literally just going to... Well, I can actually line it up and then quickly check it. If I remember where it was in the map. Because it is going to literally be a really quick check. Oh, it was terraformable. Should have checked the one next to it then, shouldn't I? I'm not aligned to anybody, but I am... I kind of see myself as Federation, but I love the Imperial ships. I have done it a little bit on the scanners. Not a huge amount, but I have done it a little bit. But I think I went for distance rather than speed. Oh, make me one, please. So anybody who's watching who's new to the stream, feel free to drop in and say hello. And also, that was a quick brew making trip. Or was I just not reading fast enough? If you've just joined the stream, drop by, say hello, and join the Discord. It's in the notes at the bottom. Quick look on the system map. See, that one looks interesting. Don't recognise that type. Is that an ammonia? Or a possible ammonia? No. Yeah, I think there's a link to the musician in the notes. His work is downloadable. I'll just make sure it's in there. It's not. That's disgusting. Right, I'm just gonna search him out now. So I can click that link in there because I feel bad. Let me line this up and then I'll go quickly do that. So you're either a coffee drinker or you like your tea really, really, really weak. One of the reasons I particularly like this song is because it kind of reminds me a bit of Close Encounters. That isn't, no. Have you got an engineered ship, Ben? One of the first things actually when I decided to do streaming was looking for kind of the right type of music to use, as well as it being free, because I can't afford to pay for any copyright stuff. So it's kind of everything I choose is specifically what I feel it fits with. So even down to the introduction video that I put on the beginning of my video. Oh yeah, if you're offline, something like Blade Runner, damn right, yep. There's actually some out there on YouTube, as well as some like ambience space music videos that are about 4 hours long, and they're really, really good, but a lot of them are copyrighted, so I can't use them, unfortunately. You probably want to have a tinker around with your scanner then, because you'll, especially if you get either, I do with the distance, because I think it's I think it's probably faster overall than the fast scanner. I don't know that, it's just a hunch. Tengri the Universe. Don't know that one. I'll have to a lot of the time I listen to podcasts actually. I find that podcasts really kind of pass the time quite quickly. Oh, so your kids are YouTubers? Is that with Elite or something? Yeah, well, like I said, there's some space ambience music ones which go on for about 4 hours. They're pretty good. Actually, that's a good idea for the Discord. I might open a channel with music recommendations for the game, or podcast recommendations for the game as well. Maybe find some astronomy type podcasts. Oh wow, that's interesting. What type of cooking stuff does he do? I just got one of those sous vide things for Christmas. Or sous vide, I don't know how you would actually pronounce it properly. I've never looked at it. But I love cooking with that thing. See what it's doing? It's throwing all these blue planets at me now. Talking about morals, this game has none. Let's have a look. Oh, luckily those last ones are rocky, so...
Stop being dramatic. It just used to be home. Even if our right manager just go.
I'm not going.
Get out of the car.
Well, this is the thing. You can mix the two. These Vida things are so... The meat is so good when it's finished, but to finish it off on a skillet or something like that will just take it to another level. I was looking actually to buy my own cast iron set and do some outdoor cooking in the summer. That's gonna be a rocky ice world, isn't it? Yeah. I mean, I suppose he's got them kind of on separate streams, but all connected, has he? Or does he just do them all on the same account? Hey Kellyanne, thanks for dropping by. Sorry I didn't... The chat's going so fast now, I'm having a problem keeping up with it, but... Thanks for dropping by again. It's good to see you. Are you playing a game today? By the way, if anybody's on PC and wants to join me, you can always add me. I'll post my details again and where I'm heading to if anybody wants to join. That's a bit dangerous around that star. Have a look. Is that a bad thing, Elbereth? It is, Robert, but wow, it cooks stuff off really well. I wish, Elbereth. No, it's good. I'm really happy. I just need because the way I run it off my phone at the moment, I could really do with getting a dirt cheap laptop or something just to watch it on the side. Okay, well I'll have a break at some point myself, but I'll pop back on and I think I'm going to do 3 streams today, based around different things. Thanks very much, Robert. Thanks for joining. It's been a pleasure. And I hope to see you soon as well. And thanks for the subscription. Did see that. Oh, that's good to hear, Kellyanne. these are all going to be ice rock bodies, so... Are you on PC, Kellyanne? Okay, no, I'm just interested, Ben, because I was looking at I'll drop you it in Discord. I was looking at a video the other day where the guys were saying if you're going to do multiple content, you should have 3 separate things, but there's a way of doing it within so it all connects to the same one. I don't know the first thing about it. I mean, and I don't want to, if your kid's been doing it for a while, I don't want to teach you to suck eggs, but they were just saying how it can actually drive people to your other channels and stuff like that by doing it.
Come on in, please.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't really got space for it at the moment, that's the thing. That's why I do everything off the phone. I sometimes do it off my tablet, but my tablet's not very good, so it's a bit temperamental. If you need any help mining stuff, Kellyanne, just let me know. I don't know if I've written the planets down where I get stuff from, actually. I'll have to double check it. It's good that you finally got that diamond back. I used to get excited when it said 51 objects, now I know it's generally full of crap. Yep. So it's not as exciting as it used to be. Oh, you did, yeah. Yeah, sorry. I've had a couple of days off. I'm not really... I remember now. I'm not really with it today yet. Still haven't quite plugged in. I remember now. Oh, I love my Diamondback. Absolutely love it. I'm not gonna... I thought I might get it in shot before it goes out. I don't even mind doing the long runs because I'm not... I mean, even when I'm in the bubble, I generally pop out most of the time to catch other stuff. So I did get this map of all the Nebula, and I was thinking of kind of doing trying to work out a run around the Nebula. Did I just check this? I mean, last week when we did the Sajir run, that was pretty intense because it's kind of wanted to make it back for the weekend, so I was on a bit of a time budget of time, should I say. And I felt really sorry because the other guy that was with me, Commander Cybersec, he was having problems with his FSD because his was lower than mine, so he took the neutron highway to catch up and a half, but destroyed his FSD, and then he had to limp off and get it fixed. But it ended all good and well. I think he only got back a few hours after me. So as I've said before, join the Discord, Monkey Tennis. It's in the bottom. It's in the bottom in the description. What we're going to do is, sometime in the future, especially at weekends, I'm going to organise some group things. So either to go out and see an interesting place or something like that. And when I do that, there's going to be prizes up for grabs. So if you're interested in that, but you'll you'll have to be a member of the Discord to do it, because we're going to kind of organise it all through that. Oh, thanks for the Blade Runner soundtrack, by the way. I've just seen that pop up. I'll check it out. The original Blade Runner soundtrack you've missed off, though, or is that included in it? And if you've seen Blade Runner, I suppose you've seen the new show Altered Carbon. Which I've only seen the first episode, but I like it. Right, yo, we've only got 6 jumps to go. Shouldn't take too long now. I prefer it when it comes up with like 10, 12 new astronomical objects. That generally means you've dropped into a half-decent system. Well, those are the ones where you find kind of the clusters of high metal content worlds and whatnot. When it's a bigger list than that, I find that most of the planets are duds, especially when it gets into the 30s and 50s. So we're in the Eskimo sector now, and we are going to the Eskimo Nebula. probably going to be too cold, I think. I'll check it out, but no, it's too cold. By the way, Ben, you feel free to link your son's video. Just don't have him stealing any of my viewers right now. But if you want to post a link in there, that's fine. I have no problem with that. Right, yo, 3 jumps. I might just quick jump these last few to get in there. What did people think about the new Blade Runner movie, by the way? I'm going to tell the truth and say that although I loved it, I fell asleep halfway through it, which is unlike me. It wasn't because it was boring. I just think it'd been a long day, and I didn't get round to seeing the second half of it yet, but I did like what I saw. See, I said I was going to quick jump and then it drops these things in here. This is what really pissed me off. I'm sure it's listening to me. Look, I know one of them's a water world. Sorry people, I'm just going to have to go quickly scan this. I don't actually see them. Probably all been tagged these. They're too close to a system, yeah. I think I mentioned in a stream the other night, actually, the opening sequence in the first Blade Runner movie was based on the skyline of where I come from in England. So Ridley Scott used to see this skyline quite a lot and decided that it would fit the movie perfectly. Let's check this one out. It is terraformable. Okay, so I'll be honest with you, I don't feel bad for stopping off now. Could be anywhere up to 1 million for that, depending on its value and everything. Let's see what else we've got in there. One of the others looked like a possible water world, but it's not, is it? It's ice, so that was alright. It wasn't a huge stop off. Well, I actually live in Spain. I live in the northeastern part of Spain, between Barcelona and the border, but I'm from Middlesbrough originally. Oh wow, that nebula came into view quickly there. I'm going to wait for it to clear up a little bit actually, so it's more viewable. No. Where are you from? Death by Snoo Snoo. That nebula looks like a really, really big planet. It's quite scary. Am I just one jump? Yeah. Do you know, for some reason I thought you were from America at first because you talked about homeschool. Well, I thought you were English, and then I thought you might be American because you talked about homeschooling, which isn't that common in England. At least I don't think it is. Not where I come from, anyway. Oh wow, this is once I can pull away from this sun because its mass is huge. I mean, look at the size. Oh, and there's a black hole. Nice one. Get that scanned. So I'm going to pull away from this, get it scanned. But this nebula is amazing. Ah, Gibraltar. Nice. Do you pass over into Spain much? I suppose you do. How slow it's moving off. That's amazing. I know a bit of Spanish. I don't speak it well. I actually I live in Catalonia, and they have their own dialect here, so I speak Catalan. But I can pretty much understand Spanish. I mean, it's not that different. I understand a bit of French as well, because of Catalan. A little bit of Italian, a little bit of Portuguese. It's kind of a mixture of all those languages.
That's not the reason why I'm telling you. I just.
Okay, so let's go have a quick look at this this black hole here.
Wish I'd at least school.
Well, why can't
Oh, this black hole's gonna look great with this nebula as well,
That was weird.
because it's gonna contort it and everything as you get closer.
No, I like it. Really,
It's an amazing place. I love it.
This is so great. I mean, it isn't this really awesome.
And I'm right next to the French border as well, so I'm at the foot of the Pyrenees, so
will you go out together?
this nebula is so strange. It must just engulf this star, which is fantastic. I think that's the Coalsack Nebula up there.
Really? Oh, don't you think? It's for a while.
Yeah, it is. I don't go down very much because I'm not really a big city person, but I do go there every now and again. It's really good for buying different foods and stuff from around the world, or even tasting different foods from around the world in some places. My mouse isn't doing amazingly well at the moment for some reason. I don't know why. Ah, okay. Do you know where you went to when you were up here? When you say you were close to the border, because I know quite a lot of places. I passed into Andorra at the end of the summer, which was really nice as well. The mountains in Andorra are just something different. Sorry, Kellyanne, didn't see that. Yeah, I am still a fair way out, but gonna just push towards it. I think it's harder, this one, because of the mass of that star when you drop in. I just love the way this nebula is. It's amazing. This is the Goat's Head Nebula, maybe? This one? Oh no, the Eskimo Nebula, that's it. If I remember rightly. Yeah, the Eskimo Nebula. Ah, okay, yeah. There's quite a few of them up here. I tried to traverse the mountain range a couple of years ago. I didn't finish because I ended up having an injury, but I did a large part of it, and I've done a bit of kind of camping in the mountains and stuff before. It's a good experience. It's good fun. Trying to think of somewhere we just to lay by. That might have been this way. It might have been further across towards the coast, but ah, you were probably near the coast, yeah, up near Emporia Brava. If you saw people hang gliding, people tend to go up there because there's some amazing thermals apparently, so you see a lot of people paragliding, hang gliding, general gliders as well as a lot of people doing parachute jumps and stuff. It's a really good area for it up there. Yeah, you'll have been up near Emporia Brava. I've forgotten the name of the town now where Dali lived, but yeah, you'll have definitely been up in that way.
What the hell were you thinking? Stop like this, Morgan. You are the motel manager. Skulking in the dark, peering into his bathrooms. It's not normal.
It's a bit cold in winter, but being English, it's doable. Okay, finally dropping in on this black hole.
Sorry. It's just you know, trash that's in work and put it to it, so I was really what's wrong? It's nothing more than
Okay, I was just checking my contacts to make sure there's nobody hiding around here or anything. I doubt there would be, but Okay. Start slowing down now. I thought it might have been a little bit more. There we go. I thought it might have played around with the colours a little bit more. I think it's just getting it the right angle. So I'm going to try and keep it at that red angle if I can. It's not easy to get it in there, but this is... How much do you get for a black hole? 60,000 for a black hole, so it's really not that bad either. I'm going to push right up on it. Alright, I'm wondering where that might have been. I'll look it up for another stream. I'll keep it in mind. Because I've been up there a little bit, but I generally stick to the coastline when I go up there. I don't know what that big black thing is in the middle. Black hole? No, seriously. I've never seen a black hole like that. What do that anyway? I'm not sure if it's just because there's the red. And it's maybe a bit more... Wait. Oh, here we go. Now, I don't think this is a dangerous black hole. Oh wow, that's brilliant with the... Oh, damn. Ah well. I just like how that spiral, depending on where you're facing it from. So I'm gonna try and set the set myself up for a photo op. At first I'll do it without the ship, and then I'll try and do one with the ship. Wow, that's a really good one, that. Has anybody been here to the Eskimo Nebula? So we want to make that right behind us, and then I'll do a quick selfie. Ooh.
Well, if you accomplished all that without dating, make heroes with God, then you should do just fine on a date.
Oh, didn't mean to rotate it, I meant to zoom in.
I may help you.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that. I don't know whether it's good to clip the wing of the ship off there, or whether to just adjust it so it's in shot. I think it looks better with it clipped off, actually.
It's in the village. Very nice.
Yeah, but it's a little bit hidden. It's on one of the side streets.
Maybe with lights? No.
Well, actually,
Too much with the lights, I think.
that's what I tell you. Thermostat for 7. So,
Okay, so Eskimo Nebula selfie.
show you where it is and
It's very nice. Okay, so you know that. You can go now.
Okay, and I will add them to the collection on the Discord. I know, that's a nice one. I enjoyed that. That was really good. It's a good photograph at the end there as well. Oh, my paint needs a bit of work on it already by the looks of it. Okay, so right, people, I'm going to take a little bit of a break because I need to set some food going and stuff for later. But I'll be back in about an hour or so, and I'll do another live stream visiting somewhere else. So yeah, I can actually, well, you'll see it. I'll put the details into the video when it uploads. I'll put the videos in the bottom so you can drop by to see it yourself as well. So yeah, I'll probably be back in about an hour or so. So feel free to drop by then and say hello. Until then, see you soon.